y'all, and welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, thanks so much for joining. My name is Misty, and today I am bringing you another episode of our Globetrotter challenge. As you can see, Piper has gotten herself a new look, and she is spending her love day with her lovely husband, Roman. And she has a lot of things that she wants to say to him. She wants to tell him that she has been thinking about the fact that she wants more out of their relationship. She wants some more stability. She wants to go ahead and possibly discuss the possibility of having a child with him. And so she wants to have the baby discussion with him. And she's just going to say to him, look, it's love day. I wanted to know what maybe you thought about us having kids. And so she's going to go ahead and schmooze him up with some flowers and some romantic pictures. And she's going to go ahead and bring up the baby discussion. And she is going to say, what is it that you think about having kids? And he is going to say, I say we consider it. I'm kind of torn, but I would never pass up a chance to woohoo with you. And as you can see, Piper is thrilled about this news. So these two are going to go ahead on this love day. They are going to head over to the tent, and they are going to have themselves a little bit of intimate time, and they are going to do just that and have themselves a woohoo and potentially try for a baby. Oh, maybe not. Roman decided to go ahead and pull out a little bit of protection. So he's going to go ahead and do a little bit of practicing for this, but not necessarily go ahead and get her knocked up like she was maybe hoping for. He is not necessarily ready for that baby after all. And I don't know how Piper's really going to feel about that. She is really serious about the fact that she is wanting to go ahead and try for a baby. She's ready to settle down. She's ready to have a family with him. She has really come to the realization that she wants more out of their life than just hopping from place to place and adventure to adventure. The new adventure that she wants in her life is having a stable family. And she never thought that that was going to be the adventure that she wanted, but that is definitely something that has really piqued her interest as of late. It's almost like her biological clock has started ticking and she cannot make it stop. So as you can see, she is going to go ahead and she is going to get busy on her hunt here. She has told him how she feels. She's shared that secret with him and she's let him in the know. She's going to leave that ball in his court and let him ponder over that a little bit. I'm sure she's not going to give up on that. If we know anything about Piper, she tends to kind of get her way when it comes to things. She is very persistent. So I do think in the future we may be seeing a little bit more of this conversation coming up and her trying to press him on the fact that she wants them to settle down and have a family. But for now, she's going to go ahead and she's going to press forward and try to go ahead and push forward with this aspiration that she needs to go ahead and finish gathering these plants that she needs to gather for her aspirations. So she's going to go ahead and head out to the woods and see if she can go ahead and harvest some more plants. So let's head her out into the woods now. So now that we are headed over into the woods, she has come across Miss Agatha Crumplebottom, and she's like, oh dear, I have heard some rumors about this lady. I'm not going to tell her too much about what's going on in my life. I know that she has obviously lost the love of her life, and she had a baby that she had lost. And so we know Agatha Crumplebottom does not like the lovey-dovey. She kind of, attacks people with her purse. And so Piper's like in a really, really flirty mood, and she's thinking to herself, I probably should get away from her before I get myself smacked. So she's going to go ahead and run off and just go and take the cutting off of this plant over here. And guys, we only need one more harvestable plant, and unfortunately she is not finding anything. It doesn't look like there's anything that we can harvest in the area. She's viewing all of the plants in the area that are around, but it doesn't look like anything is blossoming that she can go ahead and harvest. Everything has been picked, and she is really struggling to find anything that's ready to be harvested. She has really been grinding in this area, and there isn't anything that is ready yet for her to go ahead and gather. So she can run around and she can dig up things and she can collect insects. But as far as her harvestable goes, she's really almost just made the area bare. And she's like, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to meet this aspiration when I have reaped everything out of this area and it's not growing back fast enough? We're almost out of time here, and we are going to have to extend this vacation time for another 5 days in order for her to meet her aspirations, because as we know, we have not even finished with the first portion of this aspiration of the outdoor enthusiast, and she's almost out of time here because it's taken her so long just to find these plants. And she is not letting it get her down. She is still trying. She's searching. She's doing everything that she needs to do, running around doing some research on these plants, hoping that she can find out any information that she can, like how long does it take for these to blossom and things of that nature. Because she's hoping that maybe she can go back to the campsite and she'll at least have some more information of an idea of when these plants will actually bloom again. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and just get her over here digging up some things that she can dig up. We will at least have some things that we can sell for some money, because we do know that extending the vacation is going to take quite a bit of funds. So we do need as much money as we can gather. So she is, like I said, just doing a little bit of research here, trying to learn as much about these plants as she can. She's wanting to know how long is the cycle that it takes for the plant to blossom so that she can go ahead and get its next harvest. And she is trying to find out as much information as she can while she's here in the woods. So she's just gathering all the data that she can gather while she's out here. One good thing about the area is it never runs out of things to dig up. So Piper is finding a lot of treasures that she has dug up. There are a lot of insects that she's collected. So there are a lot of things that we are going to be able to sell for funds. And that way we can at the very least have enough money for us to extend our vacation, which is an upside to all of this. So that is at least a pro to the situation while we are facing all of the cons of us not being able to go ahead and harvest anything. The mushrooms that she has found have even been picked. She's picked every mushroom in sight, and unfortunately we aren't even going to have those that we're going to be able to pick. We have to wait for those to bloom again as well. So unfortunately there is nothing left in this area. It is now a barren wasteland. She has left no stone unturned, and unfortunately we might as well go ahead and just send her back over to the lodging area because there's nothing left for her here. She's done everything that she can do. So let's go ahead. We will send her back over to the lodging area and she can spend a little bit of time with Roman. Now that we are back to the lodging area, we are with Roman. Let's go ahead and just book 5 more days on the vacation here. That is going to cost us 470 simoleons. So now that we have extended our vacation, we will go ahead and we will just let them spend a little bit of time together. Roman unfortunately did find out that he is suffering from a urinary tract infection and he is taking some medication for that. So he is not feeling the best currently. He is unfortunately feeling quite uncomfortable and is having to take quite a bit of medication to ease his symptoms. But hopefully he will be feeling better soon and he'll bounce back to his normal self. Piper is just going to go ahead and go over to the restroom there and be able to relieve her bladder, and then we'll grab her something to eat here. It is about 4 o'clock in the evening, and so she is probably going to go ahead once she has done eating, play a little bit of horseshoes and just kind of relax a little bit until it gets time for her to go ahead and get her energy up, and then she will go ahead and call it a night. There really isn't a whole lot for her to do in the area now that she has harvested everything that she can harvest from the woods. She really just needs to take it easy and relax and spend some time with her husband. Like I said, he is just getting himself a little bit of a nap here because he is sick currently, and so he is just trying to get a little bit of rest so he can get to feeling better. And as you can see on the calendar, we do have a little bit of a week's worth of time left here in spring, and then we will be on to summer. So we still have quite a bit of time left that we can be here in this area. So she's still doing okay on time as far as it goes for us to be able to complete her aspiration. So she is still on track. So that's not anything we really need to worry about. We just need to go ahead and be able to get these plants as soon as they're ready to be harvested again, and then we can move on with the second stage. As you can see, we have a visitor that has come over to just give her a little bit of a chat here. And so she's just chatting it up with the local bear. I don't know why this person always is dressed like a bear, but that's perfectly fine. She doesn't seem to mind. She's just getting a little bit of conversation. She's in an extremely flirty mood, and unfortunately, Roman has taken that she's flirting with another, and he has gotten a little bit upset. He's feeling like maybe she's flirting with another, and unfortunately, that really isn't the case. She just happens to be in a flirty mood, and I think it's because she is finally relieved that she was able to tell Roman how she felt about wanting to expand their family, and she wants to settle down and get them more stable and to have a family life, and it's made her really, really flirty. And he's taken that she's flirting with another, and he's quite upset about that. She's trying to make it up to him with some kisses, and he is, accepting her kisses, but he's quite hurt by the fact that he thinks his spouse is flirting with another. And he does feel a little bit betrayed. And you are going to see that he is not at all appreciative of the fact that his spouse is possibly flirting behind his back, and he feels quite betrayed by it. As we know, Piper only wants to be with Roman. He's the only person that she has eyes for and the only person that she wants to be with. She is absolutely madly in love with him and only has eyes for him. She has time and time again tried to advise him of that information and has gone so far as to reaffirm the devotion with him several times. But I think that Roman has a little bit of a jealousy issue that he deals with, and every little thing that she does, he kind of takes it a little bit personally, and this is another one of those circumstances that was misconstrued, and he has taken it personally. It says he feels that he has a flirty spouse, and he's really angry. And so he is really feeling kind of energized right now, but his underlying emotion is that he is quite angry. And I do think we're going to see that anger rear its ugly head towards Piper in the near future, because unfortunately, he's not going to know how to contain that for very long. She is getting a little bit of rest, but I am just going to go ahead and get her up and have her go ahead and dig up a couple of treasures that are in the area around here to make up a little bit of money that we spent that booking the vacation that we had to book when we were extending it here. So I just want her to make back a little bit of money. And then I want her to spend a little bit of time with Roman, comforting him and letting him know, look, I am yours and you're mine. We are in a committed relationship together. You're the only person that I want to be with. Obviously, this is Love Day. I have just told you that I want us to be in a more stable relationship. I want us to start a family together. Why in God's name would you ever think that I want anyone else? I wasn't flirting with anyone. I just happen to be in a really flirty mood right now because of the situation of me telling you about my feelings and me being so over the top in love with you and how this relationship is going. And it's just got me in this really flirty mood. And I'm really sorry if you feel like I was flirting with someone. That clearly wasn't the case. I would never, ever do that. I only want you. I only want to be with you. It does show that both of them would be happy to have a child right now. So I do think that if they did decide that they wanted to go ahead and try for a baby, both of them would be happy about this child. And so that is at least good news to hear. And I think Roman just needs to understand that Piper is just extremely happy about the way their relationship is going right now. And she didn't mean anything by it when that person came over, and she just happened to be in a flirty mood, and that his jealousy really is just getting the best of him. She is not getting any better at horseshoes. She still is shit at it. Like absolute just crap. She just can't even play this game to save her life. Roman has headed off to bed, and she is going to finish up this game here, and then I'm going to have her go ahead and oh God, this fire pit is a death trap. Every single time, it never fails. She wants to have a little bit of roasting of the marshmallows, so I'll just let her go ahead and do that for a little while. She's not really feeling that tired yet, so we'll let her go ahead and just roast some marshmallows and sit here by this campfire. She, like I said, is in a really great mood, and I think she's just really trying to take it all in. I think she's processing the day's events and how the conversation went in her head, and she's really proud that she was able to share that secret with him. She is really surprised at how he took it and the fact that he was like, yeah, I can see us totally doing that, and I would definitely consider having a baby with you. I could totally see us doing that. And practicing is the best part. And I think she would agree with him that practicing is definitely the best part. They enjoy each other very much. And so she is just processing everything that went down, and she's really enjoying the fact that she knows that she may actually get her way in this, and she's feeling really, really happy. She could not be, in a better place, and she's just going to take in the stars while she thinks about their future and what that could mean for her, and think of what a stable life with Roman and a family could look like. As a werewolf runs by in the background. That's super safe. All right, so Piper is going to, once she's done roasting these marshmallows, go ahead and get herself a little bit of shut-eye. It is getting to be a little bit late, and as we know, the day does come quickly, and she does have a lot to do. We do want her going ahead and trying to find that last plant that she needs, and I am hoping, since it is going to be another day, that maybe we might have something that may have blossomed and bloomed. And if that is the case, hopefully she'll be able to go ahead and meet that milestone, and we'll be able to move on to the second portion of our aspiration. That is my hope. She is just going to play a little bit of horseshoes here, and then I'm going to have her head off to bed. She needs to clean up a little bit around the campsite, though, so that we don't attract wild animals. And then off to bed she's going to head herself. So we'll just get her cleaning up everywhere, and then she's going to go ahead and put herself into the tent with her husband and call it a night. And then I will catch back with you guys in the morning when she wakes, and we will see what Piper is going to go ahead and get up to for the next day's events. It is the next morning, and as you can see, Roman is extremely angry. He is dealing with that UTI, but he is also really, really angry about the flirty spouse stuff. His energized mood from the day before has left him, and now those pent-up feelings of anger have really, really reared their ugly head, just like I knew they would. And he does not know what to do with himself. He is just beside himself with anger at Piper over this flirty spouse business. And he is, I think, probably going to end up blowing up at her because he doesn't know what to feel right now, and she is oblivious. She's feeling extremely inspired today. She woke up feeling inspired. She came over here to the grill and started instantly grilling for her family. She was like, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to cook us up something to eat. She is just oblivious to the fact that Roman is as angry as he is. She has no idea that he's upset. And I feel like she's going to be completely blindsided by him. And he's going to come over to go ahead and grab himself a bite to eat. And I think she's going to be like, hi, honey, good morning. I made us food. And he is just going to lay into her. And she is not going to know what hit her. And it's really, really sad that those are the events of the day and how her day is going to start out. But he is just fit to be tied about this whole relationship thing where he thinks that she has done something wrong to betray him and their love. So she's like, hi, sweetheart. I made us some food and I just wanted to know how your day was. How did you sleep? And he's like, how dare you just act like nothing is wrong? How dare you just sit there with that smirk on your face and ask me how my sleep was when you know what you've done is wrong? And she's like, what are you talking about, love? I haven't done anything wrong. I just wanted to know how you slept. And he's like, you know exactly what you did. She's like, I've honestly not done anything. I don't know what you mean. And he is just so angry, and she's trying to figure out what she's done. She's over here cloud gazing, and she's like, what is wrong with him? Like, he clearly woke up on the wrong side of the tent. Goodness gracious. And he's like, I know that you were flirting with that bear. And she's like, what? I wasn't flirting with anyone. He's like, yeah, you were. You were flirting with that bear. He came over to the house and like you were just flirting with him, and I saw it. I saw it with my own two eyes. You can't tell me that you weren't. She's like, honey, the only one I'm interested in is you. You're the only person I want to be with. I wasn't flirting with anyone. I would never do that.
Nope.
I was just flirty because I was happy that you and I were on the same page with the baby situation. And she's trying to make it up to him. She's trying to talk to him and explain her situation, but he's not wanting to hear it, and she's feeling hurt by him. She's feeling like he's just ignoring her and pushing her aside, which he actually is. He's so angry that he's refusing to listen to her side of the story. He doesn't want to listen to her apology. He doesn't want to hear anything that she has to say, and she's like, honey, you've got to listen to what I'm trying to tell you right now. I only want to be with you. And she's trying to reaffirm her devotion to him, which he did accept her reaffirming the devotion, but he's still so angry that he just doesn't know if he really believes her or not. Something in the back of his mind is just telling him she's not being honest. There's got to be something there. It can't just be me. I can't just be making all this up in my head. I saw it with my own eyes, so it has to be true. He can't believe that maybe she really was just happy about the whole baby talk, because to him that just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. He just doesn't understand like how much Piper really wants this and that it would make her that happy. But that really is the case, that she really wants this so much that just having that conversation with him put her in such a happy, flirty place that it affected her entire day in such a positive manner. He is so frustrated and so angry, and she's just trying to get him to understand where she's coming from. She's like, honey, I know that you're frustrated. I understand where your mind is taking you, but I promise you I would never, ever do anything like that to you. I would never do anything to hurt you like that. You are the only person that I've ever wanted to be with and that I ever want to be with. And I will tell you that every day, and I will do whatever it takes to make you understand that. And he's like, okay. And so she's trying to tell him, like, you're the person that has my heart. And he is just not wanting to hear these things from her. And he knows that he has her heart, but he just can't believe it right now. And it's really hurting her feelings that he is so hell-bent basically on not listening to her. And she's like, look, let me make it up to you. Let's go in here and let's have some apology woohoos. And he's like, that we can do. So they're going to come over here in the tent and they're going to have an apology woohoo. And it says, I was telling them that he has my heart, but they wanted to have no part of it. And it made her feel vulnerable and whatever. So she's really, really sad from the fact that he's not really trying to hear her out. So she's taken an alternate route of trying to make it up to him, which does seem to be working. These two are going to go ahead and have an apology woohoo in the tent, and she's going to see if she can make it up to him some other way than through her words. Sometimes, words just aren't good enough, and people can't hear you, but you can sometimes show them how you feel. And Roman is one of those guys that instead of you barking words at me, I need you to show me how you feel. And so she did just that. And as you can see, he's feeling much happier now that they have had a woohoo and that they are kind of feeling a little bit better about the whole situation. So it has really helped him to get to a place where he can accept that, okay, she wasn't actually flirting with anyone. She really was just happy. She really does just want to be with me. She really is honest and true to me. And I overreacted. I let my jealousy get the best of me. And as you can see, these two have decided to go ahead and put their differences behind them, and he has forgiven her. And guys, I'm going to go ahead and leave this episode here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you are notified when new episodes go live on the channel. And I will see you guys in the next one. But until then, I am going to go ahead and fly for now. Bye, Ravens.